about as good as we can play. Offensively, felt like we controlled the game with the things that we did. Got open looks, and the kids, knocked them down. Samir Dowdy showed why he, should be a first-team all-conference player. Just the pieces, a lot of the pieces kind of came together. I want Tennessee to win 3 or 4 more and get into the tournament. And I knew this one here, on the heels of, Florida and Kentucky, get Auburn, win a game or two in the SEC tournament, and they're in. Because I admire Rick Barnes so much. He's one of the best coaches in the country, and the job he's done with these kids, the improvement of Fulkerson, Bowden, we talked about it last time, they don't have that true point guard. And Javon McCormick, for us, his quickness and his speed was a problem for Tennessee today.
Bruce, you had a significant lead, then Tennessee made a run. How big was McCormick to stop that run?
He really competes. And think about Javon McCormick. Last year he played 10 minutes a game, clearly as a backup. And when Jared Harper left early, and we weren't expecting Jared to leave, we had a decision to make. Do you replace Jared? Do you go get a 5th-year transfer? And I decided that because Javon McCormick had done everything right in the locker room, in the classroom, with his teammates, I felt like he earned the keys to the car. And so I didn't recruit over his head and trusted him that he could handle it. And he has handled it. He's handled it. He uses his speed, his quickness, and athleticism, made plays defensively. Very proud of him.
Bruce, did you think at all today, watching this team, you said it was as well as you could play. Did it remind you at all of last year's team when you guys were really clicking?
It did. It's a great point. It did. And we haven't played like that, this year. But that was the way we shot the ball. But listen, with the exception of D'Angelo Purifoy making a tough contested shot, we made open shots. We spread the ball, we moved the ball, and played off 2 feet. And yeah, I would say for the first time, this team, John, really reminded me of last year's team. Look, Tennessee comes in here having beaten the 2 best teams in the league in Kentucky and Florida. Turning them over is important. If you let Rick Barnes run his offense the way he wants to run his offense, and you're not disruptive, forget it. Because they're going to get great looks, high percentage looks. They're going to get the ball inside. We have my both centers fouled out. I'd say that's a key too. Now we were in pretty significant foul trouble. Isaac's got 4. My both centers fouled out, and yet we managed. Alan Flanagan had a terrific run in the first half. It's the best Alan's played. This should give us confidence heading into postseason. But we'll see what we can do with it.
Bruce, can you talk about rebounding? I think you guys had 42 and were plus 16.
Well, Austin Wiley, he's a man in there, and he got some big boy man rebounds. I thought overall as a team, we did a good job. We had great balance and used our length. If you look at some of the some of the winning at Kentucky at Rupp, it was offensive rebounding that really won the day for Tennessee. And so we really focused on trying not to give them any second shots and, put a body on them and thought we did a good job.
What do you think's led to some of y'all's success over Tennessee the past few seasons?
Well, I think last year it was the way we shot it. And I thought Grant Williams won every matchup every night, except he didn't win the matchup against Chuma Okeke. And I say that because Grant Williams was my favorite player in college basketball last year, period. My favorite player on any team, including my own. But Chuma did outplay him twice. And that was, and so therefore, for Tennessee, okay, I don't know. We really try to front the post, and a lot of teams will play behind the post. And if you play behind the post, focus is going to score, going to get fouled, or they're going inside out. And so maybe that aspect of how we defend is something that, you know, was effective.
Very good.
Thank you.